Once upon a time, high above the earth in a fluffy white cloud, lived a curious little raindrop named Rhea. Rhea loved listening to stories from older raindrops about the world below the mountains, rivers, forests, and oceans. But Rhea was scared. "I don't want to fall," she said. "What if I never come back? What if I get lost?" The older drops just smiled. "Falling isn't the end," said one kindly drop. "It's just the beginning of something wonderful." One breezy morning, the cloud rumbled and shook. It was time. One by one, the raindrops began their descent to earth. Rhea trembled, but a soft breeze whispered, "Be brave, little one." And so, with a deep breath, Rhea let go. She fell through the sky, spinning and giggling, until plop, she landed gently on a bright green leaf. The leaf welcomed her with a sparkle. From there, Rhea slid into a stream. She flowed past stones, under bridges, and through meadows filled with dancing flowers. She met fish, frogs, and even a family of ducks. "This is amazing," she laughed. Eventually, the stream led Rhea to a great wide river, and then, at last, to the endless ocean. Rhea marveled at its size. "Will I stay here forever?" she wondered. But the sun had other plans. It shone gently on Rhea, lifting her back into the sky as warm mist. Up and up she floated, back into the clouds where her journey began. "I'm home," Rhea cheered. The old raindrops smiled. "See?"
The Prince Who Painted with Song. Every evening, just as the sun began to sink, Prince Arion stood at his tower's balcony with a magical paintbrush in hand. With every sweep across the sky, he brushed warm pinks, golden streaks, and soft purples into the clouds. Birds flew slower to admire the colors. Children looked out their windows and smiled. The kingdom grew quiet, peaceful, and dreamy beneath the sky. Painting the sunset was Arion's gift, a quiet magic passed down through his family. But more than magic, it came from his heart, full of love for his people and the world around him. One evening, as he dipped his brush into the sky, nothing happened. The canvas above stayed gray and dull. He tried again and again. Still, the color would not come. Worried, Arion climbed the tallest hill in the kingdom, hoping to be closer to the sky. He looked up, heart heavy. "Why won't you shine?" he whispered. Then, he closed his eyes and began to hum. A melody formed, a soft, steady tune filled with hope. As his voice rose into the wind, a golden shimmer sparkled at the edge of the clouds. The sky slowly flushed with pink and lavender, then bloomed into color brighter than ever before. The sky had been waiting, not for paint, but for feeling. From that day on, Arion still painted, but he also sang. Whenever the sky felt tired or quiet, his melodies helped.
The Princess and the Magical Talking Cat. Once upon a time, in a kingdom full of lavender fields and singing fountains, there lived a clever young princess named Ivy. She had read every book in the royal library twice and could solve any riddle before breakfast. But nothing had ever surprised her quite like the day she met a talking cat. The cat had soft black fur, bright green eyes, and a rather royal way of sitting on the palace wall. "Good morning, Princess," he said with a flick of his tail. Princess Ivy blinked. Did you just talk?" "Of course I did," said the cat. "I'm actually a prince. Long story, magical accident, old spell, you know the type." Intrigued and delighted, Ivy invited the cat into the castle. Together, they searched the dusty corners of the library for the ancient spell book that could break the enchantment. At last, hidden behind a shelf of cookbooks, they found it, the book of mostly forgotten magic. With a whisper and a swirl of light, Ivy read the spell aloud. The cat began to glow, and poof, in his place stood a young prince with tousled hair, regal robes, and the same mischievous green eyes. He bowed deeply. "Thank you, princess. But, may I be honest?" "Of course," Ivy said. "I miss having whiskers, and naps in the sun, and scratching behind my ears without anyone judging me." Ivy laughed. "Then perhaps you don't need to be a prince to be happy." The prince smiled, picked up the book, and flipped to another spell. With a flash and a meow, he was a cat again, this time with a tiny golden crown perched between his ears. From that day on, Once upon a time, in a cozy mountain village, there was a little lantern named Luna. Every night, the villagers would light Luna and place her on the tallest post in the square. Her soft golden glow helped travelers find their way and made everyone feel safe. Luna loved her job. She felt proud to shine in the dark, guiding others and lighting up the night. But one stormy evening, a strong gust of wind blew Luna right off the post. She tumbled down the hill, past trees and stones, until she landed deep in the woods, alone and far from home. At first, Luna was scared. "What can a little lantern do in a big, dark forest?" she whispered. But then, she saw something. A squirrel huddled under a log, shivering. Luna flickered her light to warm it up. The squirrel smiled. Next, she noticed a baby bird calling for its mama. Luna lit up the nearby tree so the mother bird could find her baby. One by one, animals of the forest gathered near Luna, drawn by her gentle light. She helped them feel safe, just like she did in the village. As the sky cleared, a group of villagers came searching for Luna. When they found her surrounded by the animals, they were amazed. "Luna, you didn't get lost," said a little girl named Ellie. "You found a new place where your light was needed most." That night, the villagers built a second post for Luna, this time, at the edge of the forest.
Once upon a time, in a kingdom that only appeared at night, there lived a young princess named Leora. She had hair like moonlight and a laugh that made flowers bloom, even in the dark. Every evening, when the stars came out, her kingdom would rise from the mist. But there was one rule: if the starlight crown atop the castle ever lost its glow, the kingdom would disappear forever. One night, the crown dimmed. The stars flickered nervously. "The magic is fading," whispered the royal owls. Princess Leora was brave and kind. "Then I will find the last light," she said. With her fox friend, Fen, she ventured into the forest of forgotten wishes. There, she met a grumpy star named Micah, stuck in a tree. "I fell during a storm," said Micah, "and no one came to find me." "But I did," smiled Leora. "You still shine." She carried Micah all the way back to the castle tower. As soon as the star touched the crown, it burst into radiant silver light. The sky sang. The stars danced. And the kingdom glowed brighter than ever. That night, as she curled up in bed, Leora whispered to the stars, no light is ever truly lost. Sometimes, it just needs to be found.